I'm going to even repeat them. You're not overwhelmed. You're just over-excusing. You're not burned out. You're just under-disciplined and under-structured. You're not stuck in a rut. You just need to get that spark and that edge of man back.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you
What's up, freaks? We're here for another episode of the Steve Eckert Show podcast, and today we're talking about balance and how balance is and you could fill it in. It could be work-life balance or just balance in general, how it's and why high-performing men need freaking systems, not cool slogans like work-life balance. What you need is work-life balance. You need system, you need structure, you need discipline, you need slogans. And that's what we do here. We're going to go into this in detail, and no fluff, no filters, just the raw truth for men who refuse to settle in business, in fatherhood, in fitness, and in their life. It's time to weaponize your potential. And today we're going to be destroying this dangerous lie that's keeping men stuck and soft and scattered. This lie of balance. And if you've been doing this stuff on your own and building success, but losing yourself in the process, it's time to weaponize your mind, your mission, and your masculinity side by side with a fire team of other men who walk this walk. It's time for a rebirth. It's time to break through from the balance you've been pumped into your head about how what you need is to be balanced. You need to be soft, and you need to be feminine, and you need to be whatever, Mr. Nice Guy. If you keep living the way you are right now, what kind of man will your kids remember? I want to kick start with that. How about that? If you keep living the way you are right now, what kind of man are your kids going to remember? Because let's break this down. Listen, you aren't overwhelmed. You're just over-excusing. You're not burned out. You're just under-disciplined and structured. You're not stuck in a rut. You just need to get that spark and that edge of man back. Let those last couple lines sink. I'm going to even repeat them. You're not overwhelmed. You're just over-excusing. You're not burned out. You're just under-disciplined and under-structured. You're not stuck in a rut. You just need to get that spark and that edge of man back. What would your life look like if every part of it, your body, your business, your family, your mind, were firing on all cylinders every damn day? What would your life look like? How different would it be now than it is right today? And what if I told you the reason you're not where you want to be in life isn't because you're lazy or weak or broken? It's because you don't have a system with structure and support and real raw accountability. And that's why I created, it's really not a new program. It's just a package of all of our programs together, because I realize I have men in one group that also could benefit from another group. Then they also really need the fitness. They also need some help with their time management or an assistant. And that's why I created the Freak Forge Fusion. It's every weapon creating one legacy. And it's time to dominate in all of your domains. And it's the idea of balance is a lie. You've been told you need to balance it all. Balance your business, balance your marriage, balance your kids, balance your body, your mental health, and your finances, and your mission. But let's be straightforward. Balance is it sounds nice, it's marketable, but it doesn't freaking work. Because life doesn't come at you in balanced doses. It punches you in the face when you least expect it. That's what life does to you. And when you're living your life trying to juggle everything equally, what happens? You drop the balls that matter the most at the wrong times. I have a little statistic for you. There was, according to Harvard Harvard Business Review study, men who chase work-life balance experience increased anxiety, reduced productivity, and higher rates of depression and suicide because they're constantly feeling like they're failing someone or something or themselves. Constant feel of defeat and failure. Balance isn't what you need. You need alignment. You need symmetry. You need alignment and symmetry between your values and your calendar. You need alignment and symmetry between your mission and your freaking action. You need alignment and symmetry between your potential and your freaking standards. So what do men actually need? Here's what men don't want to admit. First of all, they're not failing because they're lazy. They're failing because they're fragmented and separated and broken apart. They've got their body handled, but their business is on fire. Their company's thriving, but their kids barely know them. They train hard, but they lead freaking soft. It's not effort that they're lacking, it's a system. So ask yourself now, do I have a daily system for how I attack my day? And do I know what winning looks like across all domains so I could dominate all domains, the family, the fitness, the finance, the faith, the mindset? Am I building towards a legacy or just reacting to life? Ask yourself those few questions and see what you come up with. We just did a recent episode on deep, dark self-reflection for men, and there's some more self-reflection for you. And if you don't have answers to those, you're flying freaking blind. So let's make it clear. Men without structured systems are 60% less likely to achieve their long-term goals. If you don't have structured, in place systems, that's daily disciplines, habits, non-negotiables, you're 60% less likely to achieve your long-term goals. And they experience 2 times the burnout, 3 times the higher rate of dissatisfaction in all areas of life, especially in their relationships. You're not too busy, you're just too unstructured. You don't need more motivation, you need freaking execution. And execution requires a few things, 4 things off the top of my head: systems and discipline and accountability and brotherhood. What would your kids say about your discipline right now? About how disciplined you are? What would your business partners say about your time management? What would your wife say about your presence at home? What would your body and the mirror say about your daily eating habits? Yeah, let that one sink in. What would your mission say about your execution? Again, most men aren't lost because they're incapable. They're lost because no one gave them a full spectrum system, a structured system to follow. No one taught them or gave them the structure, the community, the alliance, the plan, and the accountability. Now you have that chance. The solution is to get involved with something like what I just said I created earlier, the Freak Forge Fusion, which is like a combination. That's exactly why I created it. It's an elite all-access system that fuses together every tool, every challenge, every coaching framework, and every piece of our ecosystem into one place, one path, one war plan. It's the Freak Forge Fusion is every weapon and one legacy, so you can dominate in all domains and weaponize the entire freak arsenal with freak access, with full access to every program, product, service, offer, event, and course that we offer all in one place, so you can dominate every domain in life. This is elite elevation for men who refuse to be average. The Freak Forge Fusion is the elite integration of every tool and system and service, event, course, and challenge we've ever created. Because you need a system, you need some structure to get out of this lie of balance that you've been living in. Because you know for the fact you're not balancing. You say I have good work-life balance. You know when you really say that, you're full of. It's time to dominate your day and lead your legacy and weaponize your life. No more excuses, no more gaps, no more weaknesses. This is where elite men are forged into dominant leaders in their family and in their own legacy. We're not even talking about another course or motivational videos. We're talking about having a life operating system. We literally combine all one-on-one coaching, group coaching, online fitness training, a virtual assistant integration service, daily discipline and habit challenges, full courses and frameworks for scheduling mastery, so you don't have to think about work-life balance, and full access to the full VIP vaults, and all this is balled up into one package so you can have a structure. Because elite men need ruthless personal accountability. Elite men, purpose-driven men, need mastery of their body, their mind, their marriage, their money, their freaking mission. Elite men need to have total leadership inside the home and outside the home and inside themselves. They need to live the type of life that other men just and post about. You will actually live that life. That's what elite men do. Not to just play the motivation game. The elite purpose-driven man is here to weaponize every freaking domain in life with the same intensity and structure that we're talking about here. This is for high-performing men who already have some level of success. Maybe business is doing good, or the family's intact, or he's working out, but he knows that good is the enemy of awesome. Just good enough. Okay, fine. That's fucking average and ordinary. He's fucking hungry for more. He wants to become unbreakable and forge a generational legacy and live with discipline and domination and freaking direction. He wants to go, not just be successful. Doesn't want to become stagnant. He wants to be a mother savage. That's what we're talking about. As a man, you need to create a total life-size weaponization protocol where you are held accountable for in every major arena of life: the family, the fitness, the business, the mindset, your legacy, yourself. This is for men who want to run laps around their competitors while still leading from the front at home. That's how you need to start thinking, becoming a man who wants to build an empire and a legacy. And there's no balance going on there. We're talking about building and dominating. You need to become a man who's ready to leave average so far behind in the dust that it's not even in your existence anymore. Just good is not good enough. You've got a good life, but do your kids see a man who's awesome? Do they see a savage who leads from the front? Or just another soft, half-committed provider who talks more than he lives? Because most men are just stuck in that stagnation or survival mode. And if you don't lead your team, your family, yourself, someone else will. You want to lead? You need to have this system and have this accountability and have this type of discipline. You need to stop spinning your fucking wheels and start finally living with some power and clarity and control. And you need to forge that life. That's what we're talking about. That's what the Freak Forge Fusion is. A culmination of everything we've ever offered together in one program to make you unfucking penetrable, unbeatable. It's where elite fathers are forged and fused into dominant leaders in their family, their fitness, their finance, and their faith through relentless execution. Elevation by execution, like we say in the No Excuse Experience live event we have here for men. It's time to weaponize every domain of life. Forge your body, your mind, your mission, your marriage into one unstoppable force. Create an alliance. Forge this fused man, the man who dominates on all fronts. That's what we're talking about here. Your elevation edge to dominating in all domains of life. If you're ready to stop yourself, if you're ready to fuse every domain of your life into one unstoppable mission, then just put a message below. I'll send you some information about the Freak Forge Fusion or the Freak File Alliance or whatever you need help with. Let's just talk, see where you're at, see what it will take to get you from where you are to where you want to be. But that's just helping you out with these concepts we're talking about. But you need to really implement these concepts we're talking about in this episode and all the other episodes of the Steve Eckert Show. Because it's time to stop being a dabbler and waiting for participation trophies. It's time you forge yourself as a leader, as a father. Like, Time to live by a system. It's time to become part of a brotherhood and alliance. This is your freaking time. That's what the Freak Forge Fusion is. Every weapon, one legacy. It's time to dominate the freaking day. And don't forget that you are fucking awesome. And it's time to get out of the idea of work-life balance and start dominating in all domains of life with the Freak Forge Fusion. Put a message down below. Where is your life out of balance? Where are you sacrificing one area for the other? Let's talk about it. Break it down. If you want, I'll also put a link in the description for the Freak Forge Fusion. You can learn all about it there. Start living according to these frameworks that we're talking about every week on this show. It's time to have a structured system so you can dominate all domains of life. I will see you next time. No excuses.